Hi there, let's talk about the Spider-Woman Origins limited series from Marvel and Brian Michael Bendis. I read this story because I've recently read through the Dennis Hopeless run on Spider-Woman, and this is something I really want to do a sort of general overview of, and will do shortly, I'm sure. But I thought I'd just read the Spider-Woman's Origin one because it came as a suggestion on Comixology when I was buying the other issues when they were on cheap, and I thought, okay, go on, I'll get this just to see what the current version of it is. I mean, I say current version. This is from 2013, the Spider-Woman Origin story. Let's have a look at the book while we talk more about it. Okay, so we've got the Spider-Woman Origin Story limited series from Marvel, written by Brian Michael Bendis, with art by the Luna brothers, who also did the series Girls, that is well respected. You see Jessica Drew's parents, her mother, working in a science lab on Wundagore Mountain. Her mother captures a unique spider 30 years prior, and this is the breakthrough they need for their project. They're trying to find a way to take DNA traits from animals and impose them on other genomes. You see her dad there meeting the general who's in charge of the project, providing all their funding. He's having a tour of the facility, and as Jessica's mother is placing the spider in front of their giant ray gun, I suppose, it goes off unexpectedly, shoots the mother and baby with rays that go through the spider onto her pregnant belly where Jessica is. The father studies the baby. They don't see there's any problems with the baby. Jessica gets born and everything's okay. Jessica seems to have an affinity with the spider and it doesn't bite her, but there's no outward signs of genetic abnormalities. Her dad just keeps testing her and becomes more and more obsessed, and over the years it takes for Jessica to grow up, the project that he's working on doesn't bear the results they want, and his team slowly leave him. Then you have this instance of Jessica exhibiting powers. Her mother's concerned, her father sees this as a breakthrough and wants to take more test samples, etc. from her, and then they have a fight, which results in Jessica using her electric shock powers to electrocute her dad, and then all of a sudden she wakes up in a tube years later, and it turns out that she was essentially put in suspended animation, although she grew during that time, until they could work out what was wrong with her. So she wakes up, General Wyndham's there, she's told that people are dead, and she needs to work for Hydra, who are the people who are funding her father's project. Obviously, she doesn't know who Hydra is, she doesn't know good from bad, and she's still obviously got a child's mind. So Hydra take her in, they train her, they show her things in her mind to try and twist what she understands, and she ends up working for them. She gets trained by Taskmaster, which is some fun sort of montage sequence you get there. She meets a boy that she likes, forms a relationship with him, and everything seems to be going well for her. She's helping the cause. She gets this condom looking outfit that she wears, which is just terrible. Obviously it changes later, as we all know. And, she bests Taskmaster and goes off on a mission. She finds out from meeting Nick Fury that Hydra aren't exactly as they have made themselves out to be, and defects, goes off on the run, hides from everyone, S.H.I.E.L.D. included, and then they eventually find her in a nightclub, partying. The boy who she liked does the thing where he says, well, I didn't really like you, I just did that because I had to for my mission, and Jessica takes out all these guys with a massive electric shock. I mean, there's some nice fight scenes in it. The trouble is, I'm not a big fan of the Luna brothers artwork, particularly for this type of story. It didn't feel very, it didn't have much oomph in it. That's the thing. Jessica gets some information about her family, her father, her mother from S.H.I.E.L.D. Again, it turns out she's been lied to about certain things, and she sets off to try and find her mother and to find her father. I won't spoil what the results of that is, and I won't go any further into the book because as I'm flicking through it, we're getting near the final issues. But this is a series that it's okay. It's okay as a sort of standalone story, but it just feels very, very bland, like really bland. The issue I've got with it is that the artwork doesn't match the drama of the story. The artwork just makes it feel so meh. Personally, I'd have had a more dynamic artist on it, and the Luna Brothers do good work for the right kind of story, but in this instance, it's just not there, I don't think. Okay, so that was the overview. It's not quite the Spider-Woman origin, I'm not even 100% if it's still canon by the time I get to the Dennis Hopeless series. It doesn't really matter, to be honest. The character in that series is so different to this one. It doesn't make any difference to reading either book. I felt this was a bit lightweight, to be honest, as a book. I know Brian Michael Bendis likes Spider-Woman. It's one of his more favoured characters, but this just felt very yeah. I don't know if it was the artwork, as I said when I was talking about it a minute ago, but it just felt a bit lightweight and a bit sort of naff. I'm glad I got it cheap and I didn't pay full price for it, let's say it that way, and I don't want it as a tangible print copy to own either. I would say don't bother reading it unless you want it as a completionist for that era of Marvel and its tie into the Avengers and all that kind of stuff. Please let me know what you thought about it. Is this something you think, like me, that you can just go, forget about it, doesn't matter, I'm not interested in that, it makes no difference to anything? Or is it something you were quite upset about or quite happy about to get a Bendis retelling of the Spider-Woman origin? Please feel free to like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.